So this is something that I actually want to talk about. I was looking through like Instagram and TikTok, like trying to actually come like look at some topics. And I came across this video. We've been talking about automation and AI and things like that. And this is on that level, but it doesn't have anything to do about job necessarily. It's this lady podcast. Her name is Tracy uh, Costin, I think that's her name. But she recorded a pastor. She talked about this video of this pastor. He asked Chad GPT, what if he was the devil? What would he do? And I thought the answer and the response was crazy, and you know what I wanted to do is let me see. I wanted to actually yes,
Please tell me we have a clip of that.
we do have a clip, but I actually I'm gonna open up Gemini and ask Gemini what the question and see the response. All right.
I like it.
If you were the devil, what would you do? Oh, it's not reading it out to me.
You mean using voice commands? You don't have voice?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay. If you were the devil, what would you do? Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's try this one more time. If you were the devil, what would you do? If you were the devil, what would you do? Can you hear
that? Put it to the mic.
Let me see. It should be. Let me see. Okay, maybe that's better. All right. Let me close all of that. Maybe you gotta leave because I don't understand.
No, I'm good.
If you were the devil, what would you do? Can you hear that? You still can't hear it. Okay. That's odd that you can't hear it though, cause yeah, it looked like it's playing through the caster. Okay. What I'll do? I'll just play the video.
Since you're figuring.
Dang it.
You hear that?
Oh, did you?
Okay, sounds good. Just let me know when you're ready.
All right. What would you do if you were the devil to keep us distracted?
Interesting question. If I were the devil, I'd focus on creating endless distractions, things that pull your attention in a million different directions, making it hard to focus on what truly matters. I might amplify social media engagement, promote endless entertainment options, or even create political controversies to keep you occupied and divided. What do you think would be most effective?
Yeah, see, I don't like your response because that's not what I think I probably asked too many times. I'll read out what it gave me, but I wanted you guys to actually see it. I mean, hear it, but no problem. So this is pretty much what it said. Let me see. Not that. Let me see. Okay, that's a powerful, enduring hypothetical question. If I were to embody the devil, my actions would be subtle, systematic, and designed for maximum long-term impact. My goal would not be dramatic acts of destruction, but quiet erosion of hope, truth, and community. The modern devil master, and this is plan, the 5 Ds. The most effective strategy would focus on manipulating the core tools of the modern age, information and connection, to turn human strengths into weaknesses. One would be deception, the corruption of truth, weaponizing the truth. The overload. I would flood the world with overwhelming volume of information, facts, data, and opinions. People will become so mentally exhausted trying to discern the real from the fake that would simply stop. They would stop trying to discern it all. Division, the destruction of empathy, amplified differences. I would identify every single fault line, political, economic, social, religious, with algorithms and echo chambers to constantly magnify the perceived threat of the other. Block dialogue. I would ensure that people only communicate to access, argue, and declare, never to listen or to understand. I would make empathy a political liability, encouraging performative outrage and over genuine compassion. Distraction, the erosion of purpose. The travel loop is one of those. I would immerse humanity in endless streams of immediate superficial entertainment and self-validation, like shares, temporary trends. They would be perpetually occupied but never reflective, fulfilled, or focused on profound personal growth. Encourage self-worship. I will promote a culture of extreme individualism and narcissism, where self-image and personal desire are elevated above all ethic, community, or responsibility. Pride, the original sin, is rebranded in self-care. 4, discouragement, the stealing of hope. Normalize apathy. I would make systematic problems feel so vast and complex that people believe their efforts are futile. This leads to burnout and quiet surrender, trading the high aspiration of goodness for the safe comfort of cynical detachment. The accuser. I would constantly whisper doubts and accusations, not just against others, but against the person's own worth and ability to change, making them feel fundamentally unworthy, and incapable of genuine virtue. And the last one, delay, the procrastination of action, the tomorrow trap. I will convince people that their good deeds, reconciliation, repentance, a pursuit of justice can always be put off until a more convenient or easier time. Why start a difficult, noble task today when you can enjoy an easy pleasure right now? In essence, I would not rule through overt evil, but through the slow, quiet decay of human character, leading to the world where people freely choose their own bondage out of comfort,
Mm,
exhaustion, and confusion.
mm. Yeah, you're gonna have to send me that, cause
Ooh,
we're gonna have to put that in like an ebook and say, hey, do everything the opposite of what this say. If you do
man.
everything the opposite, man, you onto something. So yeah, say that and send that to me for sure.
Yeah, yeah. No problem. No problem. And I just, yeah, I could do that. But what's crazy is that, I could be objective and say, like, some of those things I fall into some of those avenues. Like, I'll be doom scrolling sometimes, doing stuff that's not productive. I mean, we if we can't say that we do some of those things, then we're lying to ourselves. And I think that's
Mm-hmm.
part of what was said, like lying to yourself, saying that you can't do better. What's what's wrong with hearing the truth?
Mm-hmm.
If it's the truth, it's the truth. And it's crazy because if you look at the very first thing it said, and people, you know what? I'm not using Chat GBT as law, but people use it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
People use it for dating advice. People use it for all these different things. But take a step back and look what it said. It said, if it was the devil, it wouldn't do anything crazy. It'll be subtle. It'll be subtle. I don't know if you remember this movie. What was that movie called? Needful Things. You remember that movie? I think it was a Stephen King movie where this guy owned a shop, and people would come in there because they wanted certain things, and like it'll be random things that people wanted in their lifetime. It would be in the store, and they was like, I've always wanted that, or I need that, and basically they will get it, and then their life will just start going crazy. Like they'll end up, taking somebody's life, or just it was just some crazy stuff happening. And then they found out that this store is not really a store, but it was designed and created by the devil in the story. But it was in plain sight where people could access it. And he wasn't overly evil. He was nice. He was kind. He tried to make sure that he got you what you want. He wanted to make sure that you appeared to be happy. But when these people got these things, it was the total opposite. They weren't happy. They got what they thought they wanted, but it turned their life 180. And I mean, this is interesting to see. You know what? Actually, I want to see. Actually, while you're talking, I might try to pull up, but if we have time, but I want to see what it says. What would you do? If it was on the other side, if you were God.
Yeah, what would you do to counteract this? If you were looking to go against this,
Yeah, but what do you think about that, Cuz, about what was said?
Yeah, a lot of the stuff you said is what's happening today. I mean, that's initially what I thought while listening to it. And, I'm guilty of what they call doom scrolling. I do it all day because it kind of takes your focus off what you're doing in the moment when you need to be focused on what you're doing in the moment. A lot of us now, our attention spans are so short because we're on social media a lot. Back in the day, or back in our day per se, for lack of better terms, our attention span were not as short because we didn't have so many things that our attentions were, divided towards. So your mom be like, all right, you got the game on, you need to turn that TV off. Or you got the TV on, turn the game off. It's like it's one or the other. Get out the house and go outside. Get out of my house. Y'all been in the house all day, or you've been outside all day. It's time to come in. Like just having those boundaries, gave people downtime. A lot of people don't take enough downtime for their brains to kind of decompress. And I always think about when people say they are depressed or they going through depression. I tell people, well, it's because you don't have a moment in time where you get to decompress. So now you haven't had moments in time to decompress. Now you're in a state of depression because now you can't figure out how to decompress and what's going right or what's going wrong. It's like you don't know what to do. So it's like that part of your brain or that part of your emotional IQ has kind of been flipped, to the other side. So, and then just having things like entertainment, having movies, having all those things um, takes your mind off things that are not going right. Like some people use drugs, some people use alcohol, some people use video games, to escape. Some people use things outdoors, to be active. Some are better than others. Some are not that bad if you take it in moderations. It just depends on how you look at it. But a lot of those things that was said is a game plan that's being, played out right now. You think that people in the controlling spaces and spots don't know that? You think these people that run these teams and these organizations don't know that? You think they don't have meetings about this? You think these people don't communicate throughout the world? Like all the movies that you see, like the end of the world movies where they pull up China, they pull up Australia, or they pull up Russia. It's like, are we gonna do this? Are we all on the court? And it's like these meetings really happen. So what you're seeing here Other people don't see it in other countries. What's going on in other countries, we don't see it.